Hi everybody, I'm Chef Julietta, aka the Kitchen Dragon, and I brought my friend with me today, all dressed up for the kitchen. So I am not mean, I just know hygiene in the kitchen and what my expectations are in the kitchen. I'm fair, but I'm also firm, and I justify every point that I deduct. Guys, I have a short time to talk and a lot to cover, so I'm going to talk fast, so take notes, keep up. Before I go any further, thank you, Chania and Annette, for the opportunity to be able to advise you on what my expectations are in a kitchen as a kitchen judge. And thank you to the candidates and the schools for entering. If you weren't here, I wouldn't be here either. Just quickly, I'm going to give you some information about competitions. Being prepared for competition saves you on time, stress, and points. Read your documents, guys. If you don't have them, ask for them, go through them with your mentors. Ask any questions, contact Chania, she'll gladly go through things for you. Draw up a list of everything that you need on the day. There are always things you're going to forget. So draw up lists, all the equipment you need, tick them off the day before that you've got them there, tick them off on the day as you pack them into the car, tick them off as they're coming into the kitchen so you don't leave anything behind. Same with the ingredients as well. Oh yeah, it's happened, guys. People have left the key ingredients behind. Also, you have the opportunity, visit the campus. Go see the campus, get to know the layout, find out what the large equipment is there. Ask questions of the campus, and then you'll know and you'll be prepared for the day. Guys, your menus. You must please have your menus on the day. No menus handed in on entry means no entry into the kitchen, so please make sure you have your menus. We need 4 of each of your menus, 4 of everything. Your hot kitchen, your pastries, your breads, and all the recipes must be included as well, guys. Please do not put any logos on your menus and do not put the candidate photos. It's supposed to be hidden identity, okay? Practice, 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 guys. Practice makes perfect. It improves on your skills and your timing, which leads to confidence. And with that, guys, means less stress, and you come over with a more professional air. So also with the plating and presentation, you're going to be doing 3 courses in general, but in the hot kitchen with me, you're going to be doing 2 courses, the starter and the main course. You're going to be doing 4 plates of each course, guys, only on white plates or white bowls, and 1 will go for photography, 2 will go for the food judges, and then 1 will go as a reserve to return to. Runners, there will be runners carrying your plates for you. They will carry your plates with honor, guys. But please remember, if you cannot carry that plate, they surely cannot carry it for you either. They've got a long distance to go. Timing. Timing is crucial. Guys, you must all be in the kitchen well before the starting time, and you must be set up before starting. Points will be deducted. Everybody will then leave the kitchen except the starting teams. You will have 3 hours to start cooking, and the rest of you that will come in after the starting teams, you can come back in about 10 minutes before your starting time to get yourselves back into the mood of the kitchen. You're all going to have 3 hours cooking time. When it's time to stop, I will tell you, I will give you a heads up as to approaching your stopping time. When we stop cooking, we stop cooking. Okay, there's no more cooking after that. The only thing that you can be doing is keeping things warm, and at the last minute searing something quickly in a pan. There's a difference between searing and cooking. So you'll be searing something quickly in the pan just before it goes onto the plate for the main courses or whichever. Also at the stop time, guys, you will be handing out your starter. It will go out at that time. Please note, when I give you the countdown and I say your time is up, your time is up. You have to put your tools down and you have to stand back, and your plates will go out as they are. So guys, timing is crucial. Make sure you get your timing perfect and your workflow is in order so that when you plate your plate, it is ready to go out on time. You must also listen to instructions. When I'm in the kitchen, I will give you instructions. So if you've done something wrong, continue with your task. Don't stop doing the task, keep going. Guys, also please remember, this is a chef's challenge, okay? So the chef is the one that's being judged on their skills. Their skills are being observed. So They must do all the main tasks. The assistant is there to assist and support the chef. You can be the candidate chef next year, guys. Also, pre-preparation. When you come into the kitchen, guys, the only things that you can have pre-prepared is your clear stock, and you can have things like your vegetables peeled and washed and peeled, but you cannot cut them and chop them. Your meats can be removed off the bone, but you cannot have them pre-portioned and pre-sectioned. Okay, guys, it's a competition. Be ahead of the game. Know what you're doing. Save time and to save time and points, and be prepared. Okay. Just very quickly now, going on to my topic and my subject, which is kitchen hygiene. It's a very important topic, especially in today's day and age. More and more people are aware of hygiene and its importance because of TV and all these food shows, although sometimes it's horrendous what I see on some of these food shows. Okay, we need to improve industry standards, guys, and you guys are at the forefront here. So, when I mention hygiene, what normally comes to mind for most people is cleanliness, bacteria, illness, dirty. Kitchen hygiene is not only focused on cleaning counters and dirty dishes. It is being aware of every single aspect of hygiene related and involving food, from purchasing right through to ingestion. So it's things like handling, temperature control, handling, cooking, handling, storage, handling, plating, handling, and service. Have you noticed I use the word handling all the time? We are constantly handling food. So we handle over and over and over before it gets consumed. So it's vitally important to keep hygiene at its most up. It's also truly amazing what one sees when one steps back and actually observes what's going on in the kitchen. Is quite scary. So I'm going to cover a few these little things that are the big problems, okay? So firstly, hands. They are your worst enemy. Wash, wash, wash. I'm loving the COVID right now because, guys, it's doing what I'm telling everybody to do, and that's wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. Okay, stop touching your face and wash your hands. So be very, hopefully you guys are going to be perfectionists of this after these last few months. So please, guys, make yourself do it every single time. When you think, oh, I didn't wash my hands, don't just continue. Make a point of making yourself go, wash your hands, and come back. You will embed it. The more you do it, the more it becomes embedded, and it becomes like an automatic nature. It becomes as automatic as breathing, actually. Also vital, when you come in from the toilet or whenever you re-enter the kitchen, the rule of thumb is wash your hands, okay? Also, when you go to the toilet, guys, remove your apron. It's unhygienic to take it in with you. So talking about hands, there are the gloves. Okay, gloves, guys, are very misleading because we put the gloves on and now our hands are safe from contaminating. But the glove will contaminate as well. So it's vitally important that you actually wash your glove as well, or you change your glove after every item or every kind of use. So if you're working with meat, don't just go now and use your glove to go and work with fish or to work with the mushrooms. You must actually remove your glove and put on a new glove to work with each different product. So just be aware of that, guys. The other thing, guys, is your uniform. The uniform is it's a form of identification. It's something for us to be proud of. It's taken years for chefs to actually be recognized as the professionals that we are. So your uniform has multiple uses. It's there to protect you, and it's also there to protect the consumers. The necktie is also there to protect you and to assist. It's to protect from splashes, and it's also to assist you with sweating and absorb the sweating. Guys, keep your uniform clean. Please don't come with a dirty, scratchy uniform. Keep it clean from stains. Some of you are walking around with dirty uniforms. To you, it's a sign that you've been working hard. But to everybody else, it's actually quite off-putting when you see a dirty-looking chef because you're wondering what the quality of the hygiene of the food is going to be like. Also, guys, in the kitchen, hairnets. We wear skull caps and we wear hairnets. Guys, please wear the hairnets properly. It's not a fashion parade. The amount of times that I see, oh, the fringe hanging out or the pigtails swishing around there. Guys, hair flies off. It's contaminant. I've seen people busy in the kitchen and the pigtail hangs forward and now it's dangling in the plates, okay? Unhygienic. Please make sure you wear hairnets. Cell phones. Guys, cell phones. These are a wonderful modern form of technology. Some of you are more advanced at it than I am. It's a great tool. Awesome in the kitchen. You can store your recipes on there. You can access information at the touch of a finger. You can Google and whatever, all the different engines. Guys, it's a fantastic tool to have with you in the kitchen. But it is also one of the most unhygienic tools to have in the kitchen. Did you know that per square inch, that size, per square inch, there are 25,000 bacteria just on a square inch. So if you multiply that just on this phone, that's 500,000 bacteria on this phone alone, more or less. It's dirtier than a toilet seat and dirtier than a doorknob. You're in shock and horror because I say it's dirtier than a toilet seat. But guys, you clean toilet seats regularly. How and when was the last time you cleaned your phone? These days, hopefully, it's been more often than not with the sanitizing that we've been doing. I sanitize my phone every time I sanitize my hands. Guys, when you use the cell phones, oh, here's a quick one for you. Did you know that 1 in 6 cell phones has fecal matter? Yes. Boom. Guys, okay, I'll be the first one to put my hand up on this one. How many of you have actually sat on the throne and talked to your chummies? Hey, yes, I've had a liquor day today. And you're talking to your bud. And then you put the phone down on the toilet cistern, and then you do the business that you need to do. And then you pick the phone up again, and you keep talking, and you go and you wash your hands. Did you wash the phone? No, you put the phone down. Guys, fecal matter, poo on your phone, and then you're handling it, and then you're handling your food. No. So here's the best way to do it. Sanitize your phone. You can do that, and then you can wipe it down. Alternatively, when you come into the kitchen, have a clean Ziploc bag. Wash your hands, pick up the Ziploc, pop your dirty phone into it, zip it up, wash your hands again, and then at the touch of a finger, you can have access to your information and your recipes. Okay, guys, so that's an important factor. If you don't have a Ziploc, use a plastic bag, a nice clean plastic bag. Moving on. Mise en place is a section in your assessment. Mise en place means in its place. Okay, so that means that everything is ready and you are prepared to go. It will create a smooth workflow. Most people think that mise en place just means having your vegetables chopped and having your vegetables blanched and your foods all prepared. It also means equipment. So please, guys, make sure that you have all the equipment that you need for the production you're going to be doing. If you are sous videing, make sure you have a sous vide machine or a method of sous videing in cooking in the bag. If you are using a RoboCoupe, make sure you bring a RoboCoupe. They will not miraculously disappear. And this is the other reason why we say check your campuses, go to the campus and see what equipment they have that you can use. Guys, remember, it's a competition. So if you ask a candidate who has a RoboCoupe or a sous vide machine, can I borrow your equipment? And they say no, it's a competition. All right. Guys, also make sure you've got your chopping boards and your plates and everything. Points will be deducted for any items that are needed to be borrowed. Chopping boards. Guys, get to know your color coding, nationally and internationally. If you need to know them, you can always contact me. Chanya's got my details. You can always contact me, guys, and I will gladly give you the information on the chopping boards. Okay, so when we're working, we're busy, and utility bins, these things. They're a no-no, guys, but a lot of people have this bad practice, bad habit. Firstly, it's a hygiene issue, and secondly, it's a hazard, especially when you're having these things just conveniently sitting there and you go in with your hands, okay? So guys, please respect your knives, never put your nibs, your points downwards, always keep your knives somewhere else in the safe. Also with the utility bin. So you grab the utility and you're busy stirring in your pot there, and you busy stirring in the pot there, a nice stew going on there, yep, and you put your spoon into the utility bin. Ah, that's cool, no problem. Now you're whisking your egg whites. Ah, okay, all done there, okay, into the pot there. Now you want to grab your spoon again. Now your spoon is contaminated with egg and anything else that's in there. And you whisk, you come back to whisking your cream or your eggs again. And that has been nicely contaminated with stew. Guys, it's disgusting. So here's one I prepared earlier. Have a look at this, guys. This is a utility bin that was well used today. Lots of lovely, floaty, and delicious things. So guys, cheers. Here's to the competition. No, I wouldn't drink it. Would you drink it? No, so don't put it in the food, guys. All right. So please, utility bins are a bad habit. Keep your equipment clean and on the side. If you are using anything like a utility bin, it needs to be cleaned like immediately every time you use it. Tasting, one of my favorite subjects. Oh my goodness. Okay, so tasting, guys. When you are tasting foods, I have seen the most ingenious methods of tasting, from fingers to wrists to on the arm. Oh yeah, I've seen it all. Guys, please do not use your body as tasting tools, okay? And also when you're using things like spoons and you want to taste something, do not use your stirring spoons either. Oh, good stir in the pot there and lovely, and then you put it back in the pot. Double dipping is a no-no. Guys, the best is to use separate spoons, teaspoons or other small spoons on the side. Now, this is also a common thing that people do. They'll use this to dip as well. Guys, if you dip in your mouth and then dip into a container, you are contaminating, okay? There are other people, what they do is they'll put the spoons, they'll use the spoon, then they'll put in a nice glass of water or sanitizer. Lovely. You've just put your saliva in there and swirled it on all the other spoons that are in that container. Lovely. And we're going to lick it again, yeah? There are different ways that you can do this more professionally and more hygienically, guys. One is called cuillère à goûter, okay? That is using a separate spoon. And what you do is you take your teaspoon and you take whatever the tasting is and you put it over. So some people do that. Oh, it's lovely. And then they put it back over the bowl and they drip into the bowl. Oh, ran off the spoon and into the pot or the bowl. It's the same as dipping your spoon, guys. The saliva's just gone in there. What you need to do is you take it and you have a saucer at the side and you scoop, dip, taste. You can use that spoon over and over and over again without contaminating anything. You're using one spoon and the spoon that's in the container. You can even use the spoon that you were stirring your pot with and do it over. So it's cuillère à goûter. That is the correct way to do it. Alternatively, guys, what you can do is you can use disposable spoons, wooden spoons, these compostable plastic spoons. You use it, it goes in the bin, not in the pocket and not in the bowl for using later, which I've seen too. Okay, I have all Hawkeyes in the kitchen. Waste. Guys, when you're working with waste, it's very important to monitor waste. When you are peeling, when you are cutting, when you are chopping, when you are trimming, do not waste. In today's day and age, there are too many starving people out there for you to start cutting hunks off and throwing it in the bin. It's also not cost effective to any business. And that is all that you guys are trying to do. You're trying to make money with good food. So guys, please don't waste your ingredients. It doesn't only apply to ingredients, but it also applies to utilities, like for example, gas and electricity and water. Gas is very expensive. Water, we're having scarcity issues with water, and also with electricity, it's on and off, on and off. So guys, please don't just leave your naked flames flaming away there when your pots are not on them, 4 or 5 heads burning away there. Also with the water, don't have the taps running and gushing. Please keep it, be conscious. It is something that is monitored and points deducted. The bins. Oh, here guys, we're tasting. Here's one for you. I just thought of something. So if you are tasting Like, for example, would you take a piece of chicken or a steak and lick it and put it on the plate just to test that it's okay? No! So don't lick your fingers. Don't lick your spoons. Okay. Let's get back to the bins. Just thought I'd keep you on your toes there. With the bins, guys, bins are one of the most dirty things that's in the kitchen. It's scary what I see people doing with bins. If you touch a bin, you must wash your hands thoroughly before you touch any more food products. I have seen people countlessly times going to the bins, tipping things in the bins, touching the bins, bin lids and lifting them and closing them, and then they go straight to the food. Save yourselves. One thing you can do, take the bin lid off, remove it, put it in a safe place so it's not a trip hazard to everyone else. The other thing is, you can always have a bin bowl on your counter. Use that. Put your peelings, your scrapings, anything that you're wanting to throw away, put it on the counter. But guys, please remember to empty it regularly. One of the things I see is it starts becoming a balancing act while people are in a rush and things start falling all over. It's unhygienic. Take it, empty it regularly, rinse it off, come back, wash your hands, come back to the counter and start working again. Cloths and swabs. Oh, this is a lovely section as well. So guys, with your cloths and swabs, we use our swabs and our cloths for all sorts of things throughout the kitchen. We're wiping down the kitchen counter. We're wiping equipment. We actually go and wipe our hands. We are using it to mop up spills. When we work with the raw meat, we use it quickly to wipe down the counter, sanitize the counter, give it a wipe down again, turn it over so it's clean. But then we put it on the side. Guys, you must rinse your cloths, your swabs. You must rinse them in between each task. Because now you've mopped up all that blood juice, and now you're going to work with the veggies, and you give your veg chopping board a wipe with bloody meat juice on it. So guys, please be aware of your swabs. Also, when you come to plating, it's vitally important. So now we're at the crux of the competition. I'm giving you the countdown. The stress is on, the pressure's building, and you're there and you're doing this work of art on your plate, detailing, and you're concentrating, your assistant's helping you, and I'm counting down 2 seconds. And I ask you, is that blob supposed to be there? And you go, no, chef, and you whip out this. Isn't that just a lovely piece of material? And you give it a lovely wipe. Guys, you've been using your kitchen cloth throughout the cooking process. It looks like this. It's disgusting. It's got all sorts on it. And you've just ruined your artwork, your wonderfully, perfectly, hygienically prepared foods. Guys, timing is crucial. If you time everything perfectly and you do everything right, when it comes to plating, you have everything ready. Clear your space, remove anything that you don't need at that time. All you need is your plates, what you're going to be plating with, and what you are going to be plating. Also, get rid of the dirty cloths. Put them on the side so that you don't feel tempted to use them. Also, you can prepare. Pre-prepare gets you points, gains you points, because you won't lose points for doing the wrong things. So get rid of temptations like dirty cloth, and have things like pieces of kitchen roll. Some dampened so that you can use them for removing the more stubborn stains, and others can be dry for just lifting up wet patches. Also, guys, to prevent all these drips and spills on your plate, when you are taking from like you're taking your vegetables out of your warm water for service, scoop them out, shake them off, and then dab your vegetables before you drag them over the plate to put them in place. That way, all the excess moisture will come off the spoon or the vessel, the tool that you're using, and you won't drip all over your plate. So, guys, the 5-second rule. This one often comes up. The 5-second rule, yes, it has applied to me when I dropped something at home, and I know I've made a conscious decision to actually put it back into the pot or put it in my mouth at a later stage. However, I have never done that for a customer or anybody else. You cannot, they do not get the opportunity to make a conscious decision of whether they want to eat that or not. So guys, never put something that's fallen on the floor or gone into the bin onto a plate. So guys, I've touched on a few points. Be aware of your actions, please, guys. You can prepare the most amazing foods, a work of art to the eye, heaven to the palate, but detrimental to the customer, the consumer, and your business. Please remind yourselves, guys, would I eat that knowing what I've just done to it? Thank you, guys. I hope that was entertaining and I hope that was informative. Look forward to seeing you in the kitchen.